Hello, crazies, and welcome to another book recommendation. I know I've already done like 3 videos this week. Three videos actually rapidly, but I just finished reading a book, and I want to do it before I forget the book. And this recommendation would be on Eldest by Christopher Paolini, the second book in the inheritance cycle. Start off with, this is 668 pages of goodness. It is a good story. I heard a lot of mixed reviews saying that it's Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Harry Potter all merged into one. I really don't see it. I mean, I have never read The Lord of the Rings. I've seen the movies. I've never read the books. All I've seen is watch the Lord of the Rings movies. I really don't see Lord of the Rings and Aragon in the inheritance cycle. So, but that's 668 pages. So to add to that, this is long. This is a long novel, not a summer read. So, and see how it is a sequel. I'm going to try not to talk too much about it because I'd be spoiling it. And I don't want to spoil anybody who hasn't read Eldest. So, I'm just going to give you some good points about it. Good points about it. It does start from where we left off. So if you haven't read Eldest, there's a synopsis in the book. And we can basically get caught up real fast and take it right where the first one leaves off. I do like that. I hope it continues. I hope Bryzenge, I think that's how we say it. Well, that's how I say it. Bryzenge does the same thing. It picks up roughly where it leaves off. And there's also multiple point of views. I kind of like that in novels. We see I'm really beginning to it. I love multiple point of views. This one has 3, but primarily 2. It switches between Aragon and Rowan, his cousin. And I like that. We basically get we see we see alligator through 2 eyes. Oh, not 2 eyes. 2 different eyes. And then we also have the leader of the Varden. She has a couple of chapters devoted to herself. And then we learn more about the war, and then it builds up to the war. And it's basically just, this whole novel really is building up for a great war that's going to happen, that is going to just fight through. There's a lot of slow parts in this novel. It really does slow down in a lot of parts. But if you trudge along, I think it really would pay off. It does get interesting towards probably the latter half of the book. I really couldn't put it down. Also, this might be 3 surprises, but I'm going to say this is probably might be a downside for some people. There are about 3 surprises, or for me, I was surprised with the beginning, and towards the middle of his, beginning of his training and the middle of his training, I was surprised. There's 3 surprises I was kind of like, wow, I didn't think that was possible. So I was surprised in 3 instances, but the rest of it, I kind of saw it coming, especially the end. I saw it happening. Because as we learned in the first one, I what we call this spoiler, we learned this in the first one, and kind of early on, there are only 2 dragon eggs left. I kind of saw them hatching soon. I actually can see all of them hatching and we don't have like 3 dragons roaming Alligator, roaming the ward. I can see 3 dragons. So I'm gonna say it's kind of predictable, but what fantasy novel isn't predictable? So definitely a thumbs up. I urge you to read this novel, but I will let you know, be warned, this is not a light read. This is one of those reads that would take you 2, 3, a month time to read. Especially if you're doing nothing but reading, it'll take you no more than 2 weeks if you're doing nothing but reading. But if you have other things planned, yeah, it's going to take you months to read. So this is a long, epic novel, and I urge you not to really get into it if you want to read other novels. This is one of those that we want to take time to read. So that's my recommendation. It's a great, great novel. It's a good read, but long. And it's not a summer read that we can read in 2 days. This is a long read, and 4v1. That's all I have to say. Live and let live, and keep on reading. Bye.